Who are the Redskins?
Well, here at D.C. Stadium, the Redskinettes have new uniforms.
I like them. I like them.
Thought you might. As we start the fourth quarter, it is 28-16 Redskins.
There's nothing wrong with sexing football together, is it?
It's what's inside the uniform that makes it.
That's what it is. Boy, what a move the Dallas Cowgirls have done for professional football. Everybody's following.
3rd and 19 at the 11-yard line for the Philadelphia Eagles. Jaworski. Incomplete. Forward pass incomplete. Trying to get it to Cleveland Franklin.
He slipped down. He fell down on the screen. It looked like they had something working, Gabe, but he fell.
It looked like a good opportunity for him. You might say that's a good, safe play in that situation.
I think Jaworski did a wise thing in really throwing it down low. He wasn't trying to complete that after Franklin slipped and fell.
We have an interesting three-quarter stat. At the end of three quarters, in total yardage, unofficially, Philadelphia 205, Washington 204.
Scoreboard doesn't read that, does it?
The Redskins are leading 28-16. Rick Ingles is back to punt. Tony Green is deep. At the 45, Tony Green to the 40, 35, 30, and Tony Green inside the 30. Penalty markers thrown.
Tony Green, I tell you, he looks experienced back there returning those punts. He has no fear at all.
No, he might be playing somewhere else in that backfield the way he's running these punts back.
Clip.
Eric Johnson. Eric Johnson's hurt. He made the tackle on that play. Did you ever play special teams?
Yes, I did. I was in the wedge the first year, and you don't think that's an experience. Blocking for kickoff returns. That's what they did to rookies then. Put them in the wedge. And a quarterback in the... And I know you never was in the... Never were in the wedge.
Never in the wedge, but they had me as a backup tight end my second year with the Rams.
See if we can pick up the clip. This is Tony Green. Here's the clip right there.
Jack Delaplane on the clip.
In the latter part of the 20th century, a medication was created that killed athlete's foot fungus on contact. This medication is found in Aftate for athlete's foot. Aftate relieves burning, itching, cracking. Aftate for athlete's foot. With a medication that kills athlete's foot fungus on contact.
There's a whole new breed of Mustang coming October 6th. The all-new 79 Mustang from Ford. With a dramatic new aerodynamic design, precise handling, and Mustang performance with options of V6, V8, even a turbocharged engine. In two-door and three-door models. The new breed of Mustang for 79. Coming to your Ford dealer October 6th.
Improvement. But whose? That is a question. 1st and 10 at the Philadelphia 48-yard line for the Redskins. Theismann. And Danny Buggs has it. Out at the 37. Herman Edwards on that corner. 11-yard pickup.
Theismann's right on the money.
Good square out pattern by Danny Buggs that time. You know what great thing about the Washington team today, they have had no turnovers, Gabe. Look at that beautiful move by Buggs and Theismann right there. He had single coverage from Herman Edwards, and he beat him to the outside.
First down now for the Redskins, who lead in the game 28-16. We're in the fourth quarter. Danny Buggs goes to the left side. John McDaniel to the right side. Reggie Haynes is in there at the tight end. There's the field goal. Now, look at the flea flicker.
That's six.
Downfield to Danny Buggs, and he's got it. Touchdown. A flea flicker. Riggins and back to Theismann, and then down in the end zone for 37 yards and a touchdown.
Well, Jack Pardee said we're going to have a few new plays in every week, and this is the play they put in for this week. The old flea flicker. Hand it off to Riggins. Riggins throws it back. Here it is again. Boy, Gabe, This is a beautifully executed play. There's Riggins, nobody there. He can almost block. And Berge couldn't get to Theismann in time, and Buggs, in the meantime, has beaten everybody down the sidelines for the score. What was that, 37 yards?
37.
When it rains, it pours, Paul.
There he is. He just ran by the cornerback. That little hesitation by Edwards, that was enough.
Mark Mosley's point. Mark Mosley's conversion good.
Herman Edwards and John Shar converged on the run.
Well, Joe Theismann, his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. He has also scored from 4 yards out on a run, so it's Theismann Day here at RFK.
Come on, let's go!
Today, you'll turn a mountain of canvas and a truckload of living dynamite into one of the world's oldest fantasies, the circus. And together with every man and beast you've got, you'll haul and shove and shape that mountain until you finally reach the moment that says it's done. Now comes Miller time. Time to head for the best tasting beer you can find. Miller High Life, America's quality beer since 1855.
When it's time to relax, one beer stands clear. Beer after beer. If you've got the time, we've got the beer. Miller Beer.
Redskins are leading 35-16 here in the fourth quarter. Lindsey Nelson with Paul Hornung and Roman Gabriel.
Tell Gabriel to sit down. He's tall enough. Right? 6'9".
Roman Gabriel was an outstanding college quarterback at North Carolina State, played quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams, the Philadelphia Eagles. Paul Hornung was a quarterback at Notre Dame, played halfback at Green Bay. Now the ball is in the air. Mosley booted it. Taken by Henry back at the 13. He's at the 20. Gets it up to the 36-yard line. Jack Delaplane brought him down.
The Eagles have good field position. They have to move the ball in this series.
Well, I don't think there's any question. I think Joe Theismann will agree after this ball game. Maybe it's better if the coaches do call the plays, huh?
I think he'll agree.
They really mobbed Joe Walton, who handles the offense for the Washington Redskins, after he called that play. Every offensive ball player went over and patted Joe on the back.
That's Walden.
There's Joe.
Well, last week we saw Minnesota and New Orleans, and each team used a flea flicker last week in that game.
I like it.
That is completed to Kenny Payne. Kenny Payne off and running, and right over Joe Lavin, who hangs on. 50 yards on the play.
Wide open football here at RFK, Gabe. I love it. Kenny Payne, take it away, Gabe.
All right, Jaworski back in the pocket, has time, spots Payne coming across on a square in. He beats Parrish.
Beautiful pass.
And makes a great turn here. I think his knee was down. I think he might have been down right there. Great second effort, though.
Cuts back here. I think he made a wrong move cutting back on the inside.
He might have picked up a few more.
That's right.
It's just inside the 15-yard line. First and 10 for the Eagles, with the Redskins leading 35-16. 13 minutes, 35 seconds left to play in the game.
Well, they need 7 right away.
Jaworski. Montgomery. Chris Hanberger rides him out.
But there again, Lindsey, they were trying to hit Harold Carmichael on the slant, and he was covered.
A good read by Jaworski.
He went outside to that young man, 31. Montgomery, I think Montgomery's looked just super today.
You know, Paul, I think perhaps the Eagles need to mix up their offense a little bit more. It's difficult for them to come into a ball game and they get behind. Now they got to throw. They might be a little more successful if they mix it up from the outset.
Well, don't you almost have to go upstairs now? You've got to really try to put some points on the board in a hurry. Montgomery, 71 yards on 11 rushes. That's almost 7 yards a clip. He's picked up 41 yards and 5 catches.
Second and 4 at the 8-yard line. This is Montgomery again. Montgomery, touchdown.
Boy, he saw a little daylight, Lindsey. Gabe, that's hard running right there. He saw a little crack in that Redskins defense and blew through there for the touchdown.
Watch this block by Keith Krefley over here, the tight end. Also Jerry Sizemore. And of course Montgomery sort of made his way in.
Boy, he sure did. He saw a little daylight. He was not to be denied right here. Here it is again. Let's take another look. Ground level. There's tight
Krefley.
end. Krefley, good block, and Sizemore, a fine block from the offensive tackle.
Sharo will hold now for Mickemeyer. And it's good. So it is 35-23. They drove 64 yards in 3 plays. It took 1 minute, 21 seconds. We have 13 minutes, 13 seconds left to play in the game.
Coming October 6th, a new American road car. The all-new Ford LTD for $79, with more front and rear seat room, more driver convenience, more handling ease, and more window area than last year's LTD. A road car to take you across town or across the country.
This land is your land. This land is my land.
Test drive the new LTD October 6th at Ford dealers across the country.
Zenith is having a 60th birthday party, and you get the presents. Buy one of Zenith's new 25-inch System 3 table or console models, and Zenith will send you a check for up to $60. There are 33 beautiful models to choose from. And when you select yours, Zenith will send you a birthday check for up to $60. That's the best deal ever on the best Zenith ever, Zenith System 3. So come on over to our 60th birthday party at your Zenith dealer and pick out your present.
When the New Orleans Saints drafted Archie Manning, they traded Billy Kilmer to Washington and said he was through. He was only beginning.
I want to tell you, he's never through, that guy. He could play on my team anytime, I'll tell you.
That's Tony Green deep. Tony Green deep, and Nick Mickemeyer will kick off. It is fielded by Smith. Returns it to the 30, 35. Across the 40-yard line, a penalty marker on the play. Penalty markers, J.T. Smith ran it back, clipping on the run back.
Well, we've seen some fine run backs off the kicking game this afternoon. A lot of points on the board, 58 to be exact.
35, I think, is the most by any team against the Dick Vermeil coach football team here since he's come to the Eagles.
Keep in mind, the Eagle defense did not allow, what, a touchdown for 8 quarters coming in this ball game.
On the run back, 66, clipping, first down.
That's Teddy Frisch, number 66. He's coming in blocking on the lower right-hand part of your screen there. I think that's Osborne. He pushed him from behind. That is a clip. Teddy Frisch. His father is one of the all-time greats. Played in Green Bay for so many years.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line. Riggins. Push back from the 15. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Randy Logan's back in the ball game now at strong safety.
Now we've got that same situation again, Gabe. Washington Redskins lead by 12 points. Philadelphia has just scored, and they come back in, and now that defense should have a little bit of momentum going for them, especially if Washington tries to run the football and go conservative.
Well, how's Washington scored all day on the pass?
That's right.
McDaniel far to the left side. He's in for Grant. Reggie Haynes is split out right. Well, he was throwing for Haynes.
Threw that one out of bounds on purpose. He was really covered over there. 2 linebackers, Bunning and Berge, were right there.
3rd and 8 coming.
There's Walton. Now he's sending in the play. Grant's going to bring it in.
The Eagles have their pass rusher in now. Well, they got number 68 Harrison, who's 6'8". I guess they put him in to try to get in Theismann's vision.
He's the only guy who can look Carmichael right eye to eye.
Thomas and Riggins are the setbacks for Theismann. Thomas fumbles, and the Eagles recover at the 23-yard line. Frank Lemaster.
That's the first turnover today for the Washington Redskins. So don't go away, folks. This could get interesting.
We've got a ball game.
Here it is, Thomas off the right side, and I don't think he was hit too hard. He just coughs up the football. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage, forced free from Larch, and there comes the football up.
Was that Bunning, 95, that forced that fumble?
Bunning caused the fumble, and it went right into the hands of Frank Lemaster.
First and 10 for the Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington 23. Dick Vermeil. 35-23 is the score.
It livens up this crowd here at RFK, didn't it, Linz?
Got their attention. Jaworski. Carmichael. He's inside the 10-yard line. He's hard to bring down.
Beautiful pitch.
Great throw, Paul. That's the guy to work on. Go to Carmichael against Parrish.
17 yards on the play.
Here it is, a little three-step drop. A little quick protection here to Carmichael, and you're going against a little guy. Let the big guy catch it and go for the touchdown.
First down and goal to go. Eagles at the Redskin 5-yard line.
Eagle character is starting the show.
Oh, they need 7 here.
Montgomery, touchdown.
Oh, no.
Penalty marker. There is a marker.
Well, I tell you, he looks determined when he gets close to that goal line, Wilbert Montgomery.
Holding against the Eagles. Nullifies the touchdown.
You know, Montgomery won that position last year against the Jets. He gained 103 yards in his first start, and ever since that time, Vermeil's had him lining up as the #1 guy.
Let's check out the penalty here now. Fred Silva, the referee.
Offense, number 69.
Woody Peoples.
Holding. First down.
Woody Peoples, the 10-year veteran, heels the right guard. He'd be pulling. Here's Montgomery cutting back. See if we can pick it up. It should be in the right side of your screen. There it is. He's got his left hand pulling Dave Butts by the shirt. No question about it right there. And Wilbert Montgomery doing a fine job to get into the end zone.
First down and goal to go at the 15-yard line. Jaworski. Completes it. Taken by Cleveland Franklin just outside the 10. Make it the 11-yard line, a gain of 4. Second and goal.
Trying to go in there again to Carmichael. Jaworski made a move out of the pocket. Avoided the loss.
Ron looking over to the sidelines now in the direction of Dick Vermeil, signaling in a play for him.
Second down, goal to go. Philadelphia at the Washington 11. Jaworski 17 for 28 today, 204 yards. Jaworski. Intercepted in the end zone by Curtis. Mike Curtis. Touchback, 20-yard line, first and 10. Curtis intercepted in the end zone.
And Lindsay, there's the experience of a 14-year veteran. He makes the interception, and right away he thinks, I'll go right down for the touchback. Everybody comes out to meet him.
All right, Paul. Here we go. Here, double coverage on Carmichael. Keith Krefley on Houston. Jaworski doesn't see Curtis.
Think you can't afford great stereo? Think again. Think of JCPenney's new MCS Series 33-watt system. Think of an incredible everyday saving of $230 when you purchase the 33-watt system as a package. Think of getting $829 worth of magnificent sound components for only $600. JCPenney's MCS Series 33-watt system. Think of the sound. Think of the service. Think of the savings. You won't have to think again.
This amazing motor oil from Exxon can actually save money. Golden Natural Uniflow. Uniflow was tested in cars like yours. After break-in, it delivered an overall average of 16 extra miles per tank full. Savings like that could cut your gasoline bill the equivalent of about 3 cents a gallon. Every day you wait to change to Uniflow could cost you money. Uniflow conserves gasoline, saves money.
Washington 35, Philadelphia 23, 10 minutes, 26 seconds left to play. The Redskins have the ball on their own 20-yard line. Joe Theismann brings them up.
Well, that's a big turning point of this ball game. As far as Philadelphia's, they had 6. It doesn't count.
Thomas gets the handout. And he gets 6 yards to the 26, 2nd and 4. Manny Sistrunk stopped him.
What a game Bunning and Sistrunk are playing. Redskins trying to get outside and just aren't able to do it.
Thomas getting up very, very slowly. Well, Dallas has got everything rolling now. They put another 7 on the board. A 3-yard run by Tony Dorsett. And they now lead the Giants 34-17.
Fugate is back in the ballgame at tight end for the Redskins. Thomas has carried 10 times for 32 yards, and Riggins has carried 14 for 54. Timeout. Theismann calls it timeout.
Why? Why would he call a timeout here and waste one right here, Gabe?
Evidently, the play that came in, he was a little unsure about, so he's coming over to check, but they have audible, so he could have done something, called something. Don't waste a timeout.
It's very tough when you start wasting timeouts if you feel that you're going to be in a close ball game. Joe Theismann.
When you break horses for a living and you do it wrong, they can break you first. But when you do it right, you can turn a terrified animal into a horse a man can count on. And now comes Miller time. Time to head for the best tasting beer you can find. Miller High Life.
If you've got the time, if you've got the time, we've got the beer, Miller Beer.
Since the very first automobile was made in America, more than 2,500 new cars have been introduced. But the best-selling new car ever introduced is this one, Ford Fairmont. Fairmont has great EPA mileage estimates unsurpassed by any midsize car and the lowest sticker price of any car in its class. In fact, Fairmont has the most room for the money of any car. Ford Fairmont, the best-selling new car ever introduced. Sedans, wagons, exciting Futuras. See them all at your local Ford dealer.
At the 26-yard line, the Redskins are in possession. 2nd down and 9 yards to go. 2nd down, 4 yards to go. Riggins. Penalty marker. There is a marker.
A lot of people on that tackle. Berge, Sistrunk, Bunning, Hairston. What a group.
Did it look like Sistrunk had a hold of the face mask?
Somebody had a hold of the face mask.
And Joe wants to know what's happening also. We'll pick it up down on the field. That's it, face mask. Oh, that's tough. The Eagles forcing the Redskins in a 3rd down situation, and they get this called against them.
Face mask.
There's a face mask.
Number 79.
Sistrunk has
First down.
got his hand right on the mask there.
Yeah. Well, that's 2 calls that have hurt the Eagles now. The touchdown, now this penalty. Gives Washington a 1st down.
At their own 29-yard line. Theismann quarterbacking the Redskins. Ball is deflected, and it's intercepted.
Carl Hairston, Lindsey.
It is Carl Hairston returning it to the 15-yard line.
Well, don't go away, folks. Anything's going to happen when these two teams meet. We've had everything that you could want in a football game, I think, today. Touchdown passes, runs, good running by Montgomery, fumbles. Now the game is becoming who's not going to turn the ball over.
It's spotted at the 16.
This is the kind of thing a quarterback like Theismann has a problem with. He's not very tall, and he throws sidearm. When the guy gets their hands up in front of him, he's going to have a tendency to have some balls batted.
Question is, can the Eagles now capitalize? We have 9 minutes, 35 seconds left to play. 35-23 is the score. Redskins out front. Montgomery at the 13-yard line. He got 3.
What a block Cleveland Franklin put on. He smacked somebody right down to the ground. Woo.
He hit Brad Dusek.
Watch this. It's a little pitch to Montgomery. Now watch number 30. He just runs over Brad Dusek. Wow, look at his head hit. Good block by Cleveland Franklin. And Montgomery again showing good determination running the football.
2nd and 7. Philadelphia at the Washington 13-yard line. Montgomery scored 13 passes for 82 yards today for Philadelphia. Jaworski out to Franklin. At the 11-yard line, he was pushed back. Mike Curtis leading the defensive charge. Gain of 2.
A lot of red shirts.
Jaworski's limping around. It looks like he might have an ankle or knee.
Brian Sipe has thrown another one touchdown pass to tie it up. Cleveland, Cincinnati, 10-10.
Jaworski's down on the ground.
He is. That's Jaworski, and the training crew comes out to see about him.
Who we got behind him, Gabe?
They have John Walton, who's been around for quite a while and was very impressive during the preseason, so they won't be hurting too much if Walton has to come in the game. Good old North Carolina boy.
Good old North Carolina boy.
At the conclusion of this telecast, you'll see U.S. Open Tennis, the finals here on CBS.
Chrissy Everett, Pam Shriver, Jimmy Connors against Bjorn Borg. Stay tuned to Gray Fox, Pat Summerall, bringing you, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 hours of great action of tennis.
That's on CBS at the conclusion of this football telecast.
Here's some other scores, Lindsey. Kansas City has taken a 17-6 lead.
That's Walton loosening up, number 11, Walton.
There he is, practicing a few snaps over there. John Walton.
He has a slingshot, too, for an arm.
Apparently it is Jaworski's right knee they're working on.
Oh. Boy, I tell you, we've seen so many quarterbacks go down the last couple of weeks. It's unbelievable. We'll get into that when we come back. I want to ask Gabe, should they really lay off the quarterbacks?
That's one reason Sentry Insurance built the Sentry Laboratories, to help our customers avoid trouble.
Like fires?
Like lots of things.
They have as many tests as we do.
Sentry works hard at helping our customers do things more safely.
Your customers must like that.
And it helps attract new customers. Sentry likes that.
Treating the customer right isn't just nice, it's good business.
A surprising message to Rolaids users. Tums neutralizes 1/3 more acid than Rolaids. Watch this familiar demonstration. 1 Rolaids and 1 Tums tablet are added to stomach acid. Both neutralize the acid. But on those occasions, when your stomach has even this much more excess acid, Tums can still absorb it. Rolaids can't. Because tablet for tablet, Tums neutralizes 1/3 more acid than Rolaids. For acid indigestion and heartburn, take Tums.
Ron Jaworski, the Philadelphia quarterback, has apparently sustained an injury to his right knee.
And the Giants aren't giving up. They've scored another touchdown, a 1-yard run by Dan Dornick to cut Dallas's lead 34-24, still in the 4th period. There's only 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in that. And Kansas City is the one I just gave you, 17-6. 17-yard run by Tony Reed. And Kansas City's for real. They run the football.
Jaworski limping off.
Well, it might not be too serious if he's able to walk that well. Hopefully it's not.
You had a few of those, Gabe.
5 of them. Had 5 good ones.
5 operations on your knee?
Right. And the right knee. Never had anything with the left, just the right.
That's what I wanted to ask you, Gabe. There's been a theory about professional football. Let's face it, the quarterbacks are the main people that put the people in the stands. And we've seen all these injuries coming. Should there be rules, do you think, to lay off the quarterback completely? You hear more and more about that today.
I don't think so, Paul. If you did, the game wouldn't be the same, and the quarterback wouldn't be an integral part anymore.
Walton's the quarterback, 3rd and 5 at the 11-yard line. Philadelphia and Washington territory. Cleveland Franklin. Well, he was trying to get to the first down sticks, and he's very close as they spot the ball now. This will be an important spotting of the football.
That's a good call by Vermeil. Give the new quarterback a chance to get related to the people, let him hand it off and get his bearings.
That was a 3rd down play.
Get those butterflies loose again, right?
Right.
See where they mark it.
They're going to bring out the chain to measure for the possible first down. If it's not, it'll be 4th.
They figure they're in 4-down territory, so they could afford to give one up.
Oh, yeah, I don't think there's any question about Vermeil's strategy here. If they didn't make it here, they're going to go again. Got 8 minutes left in this football game.
Little short, a very little short.
There it is, about an inch and a half.
Or 3/4. 8 minutes, 1 second left to play in the game. This will be a 4th down play coming now for the Philadelphia Eagles.
How many times have you heard you win them by inches?
That's right.
And you also lose them by inches.
The crowd comes alive here at RFK. Big down. I know who I'd give it to. I'd give it to that Montgomery.
Quarterback sneak. I think he got it. Walden carried.
I'm glad he ran a quarterback sneak, Lindsey, because we've got a guy sitting next to us, Gabriel, that's probably the best quarterback sneak man when his knees were right when he was playing with the Rams. You couldn't stop a guy 6'4", 225 pounds.
And Walden did pick up the first down.
How many of those have you ran in 4th and inches and 4th and 3rd and 1?
Oh, you know, we had that small center, Ken Iman, so when he laid out, it was easy for me to come over top.
First down and goal to go for the Eagles outside the 5-yard line. 7 minutes, 19 seconds left to play. Washington 35, Philadelphia 23. Montgomery. Touchdown.
Great running and great blocking. Montgomery, who scored earlier after a turnover, and this time I don't see any yellow flags. It's 6 points. Boy, good blocking, Gabe, and he really goes for the goal line.
That's right. There's Wade Key throws a block on Houston, and Woody Peoples is all over Mike Curtis. 2 good blocks.
3 touchdowns today for Montgomery, 2 running, 1 on a pass reception from Jaworski. He's picked up 87 yards now and 14 carries, so he's had an excellent afternoon.
Isn't that a nice way to come in as a quarterback? Just hand the ball off twice and get a score.
Sherrill will hold now for Mickemeyer. And it's good. So it is Washington 35.
You can't have Whitney. He's mine. He's elegant, sleek, stands on his own 2 feet. He's an interwoven man. And he's got sex appeal.
Brian belongs to me. He's colorful, casual, knows how to put his feet up and enjoy his success. He wears interwoven socks, and he's got socks appeal.
Lawrence is taken by me. He's rugged, always plays to win, and he's got socks appeal.
Interwoven socks. They give every man socks appeal.
I like pickles, but they don't like me.
Send your stomach some Digel.
I like pizza, but it doesn't like me.
Send your stomach some Digel.
Digel's special combination of antacid and anti-gas ingredients gives you fast, gentle relief from acid indigestion, heartburn, and gas in just minutes.
I like hot dogs, but they don't like me.
Send your stomach some Digel.
Washington 35, Philadelphia 30. Nick Mickemeyer will kick off for the Eagles. Tony Green is deep. It's a knuckleball. Skids along, and it's in the end zone. Touchback. It'll be put in play 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Tony Green was hoping it would take a bounce and go across the sideline marker, but it didn't.
Well, he was back in a single safety, Lindsey, and the Washington Redskins, precautionary step. They had everybody up there just in case it was an onside kick.
They will start from the 20-yard line.
The last 2 times the Redskins had the football, they coughed it up on turnovers.
There's a marker, face mask.
Are they going to go to the air?
a face mask against the Washington Redskins.
The logical thing is to run the clock out.
6:55 to go, yeah.
But they know if they give it to the Eagles are moving that football. They've scored, what, the last 2 times?
Pete Wysocki was the offender.
Well, actually 3.
We got a final score for you. The Packers 28, New Orleans 17, and they remain on top in the NFC Central Division.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line for the Redskins. Riggins has a marker thrown.
And you got Berge and Shara, 66 and 21. Shara doing a good job back there for Deke Sanders.
The last 4 times the Redskins had the football, they ran it on first down. So I think Philadelphia is thinking run on first down. Good hard run by Riggins then to pick up 5.
No marker, something else thrown. Again to 4 yards. It's 2nd down and 6. Ball is at the 19-yard line. McDaniels wide right, Danny Buggs on the slot. Running backs are evened up for Theismann. Thomas. Across to the 22. Picked up 3. It'll make it 3rd and 3. Bill Berge made the stop.
And the Redskins running the ball the first 2 times they have the football in the last couple of occasions. There's Berge.
I swear he moves before the ball snapped. It's just, that guy is uncanny.
5 minutes, 50 seconds left to play. 3rd and 3 coming for the Washington Redskins, who lead by 5 points in this game.
There's our 6'8" basketball player in again. Going to get his hands up high.
Theismann. And it is Thomas with a juggling act. It's a completed pass. Mike Thomas with a juggling act for 14 yards, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, what a big 3rd down for Joe Theismann. Right here, he hits Mike Thomas on a hook pattern, and he does the juggling act, Gabe. Right there, wide open on a little turn-in over the middle. Watch the juggling act. 1st down, 14-yard pickup.
Theismann has the time and working on those linebackers again. Wonder if they'll throw this time on 1st down.
I don't think so.
They give it to that big horse back there, Riggins. And he goes to the right side to the 40-yard line. John Bunning made the tackle.
Same thing they did on the 1st down when they started this series. Run 2 and throw 1.
Riggins has carried 16 times for 62 yards today. Grant's bringing in the play to Joe Theismann. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line. Clock is running with 4:23 remaining to be played in the game.
Well, it's frustrating for the defense just to watch the Washington Redskins take the full allotment of 30 seconds in that timeout.
Thomas fumbles the ball, and
the Eagles got it.
The Eagles have it. Big
Eagles
play.
have it. Philadelphia Eagles get it, and it's about the 33, 34-yard line.
Charlie Johnson, 65 on the ball, Lindsey.
He's the nose guard. Here it is again. Mike Thomas, who's fumbled the football the last couple of times and turned it over to Philadelphia. Right here, Thomas trying to go outside. A good play by Manny Sistrunk, turning it back to the inside. He cannot hold on, and Charlie Johnson has got it for the Eagles.
It's just outside the 34-yard line, so now the Eagles trail by 5. They have 4 minutes, 7 seconds to see what they can do with it.
Ed George is in at left tackle for Stan Waters, number 64. Waters' ankle must be bothering him.
Well, we said Washington didn't have any turnovers after the 3rd quarter, but they've had 3 here in the 4th.
Well, Jaworski out in the right flat. Montgomery at the 35 lost a yard.
They're going to the well a little too often now. They've done that several times. Redskins, you don't do that against a good defensive team too often.
They scored 24 of the Eagles' 30 points. 4 touchdowns today for Wilbert Montgomery. What a day. Here's a final. Dallas beat the Giants 34-24.
Ron Jaworski, who was injured on the last drive, back in there at quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. 2nd down, 11 yards to go. Try to draw, but a little collision. Cleveland Franklin and Montgomery collided.
Well, that's the second time this afternoon, Lindsey, he's lost his footing. Cleveland Franklin, the second-year man.
I don't know whether that's a good sign or not. Both guys wanted the football.
A little too anxious, I think, Gabe. Trying to get to the hole.
Well, here's a big one. 3rd and 11 for the Eagles at the Washington 35. 2 minutes, 54 seconds left to play in the game.
Well, you know they're going to go for it on 4th down. There's no question about that.
Gerard Williams is in now in the nickel defense.
How about Carmichael here, Gabe?
They're doubling Carmichael. There's Payne across the middle.
There's a penalty marker. Carl Lorch got to Jaworski, but there's a marker, and holding is called against the Eagles. Holding against the Eagles.
Lindsey, they will decline this penalty to bring up 4th down.
Kenny Payne was open coming across that middle.
Yep. I think with that sack here.
Offense, 64, holding, refused.
It is declined to set up the 4th down.
I was going to say that, Lindsey, the sack by Carl Larch, they lost 12 yards anyway on that sack. So now Philadelphia, instead of going for it on 4th down with the ball back at the 44-yard line, he'll try to kick it out of bounds and put him deep at least.
Ed George was the man holding. Rick Ingles is back to punt, and Tony Green is deep at the 10-yard line. 2 minutes, 34 seconds on the clock as we approach the 2-minute warning. Smiles it up. Green lets that one go, and it is bounding to the 1-yard line. And it's going to be killed right there, so they will start from deep in their own territory, a 43-yard punt.
Oh, that's good hustle on the special teams there, Lindsey, to stop the ball from going into the end zone, to kick it back, and that ball is going to be ruled dead at the 1-yard line.
Denny Franks, the first one down, and Billy Camfield was the one that put the clincher on it.
Keep in mind now that U.S. Open tennis will be coming up on CBS following the telecast of this football game. Chrissy Everett against Pam Shriver, the 16-year-old sensation from Lutherville, Maryland. Jimmy Connors against Bjorn Borg. That's coming up right after this telecast. We have 2 minutes, 22 seconds left to play in this game.
And we might have an interesting setup coming if they have to punt deep. Would you take the safety in this situation?
Well, that's a strategical move you have to make. Thomas out across the 5-yard line to the 6. Gain of 5, it'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, you know, if you did have to take the safety, Paul, then you give the Eagles a chance at the field goal.
Shot at the field goal, but at least
the Eagles have taken a timeout.
They've taken a timeout here, but one thing about it, if you're back on your own 1-yard line or 2-yard line, of course, Thomas got it out in pretty good field position now at the 6.
Yeah.
You remember back, Miami was playing Pittsburgh, and they took a safety and punted it away. At least they had to go 70 or 80 yards for a score to win. Well, we'll see about that, Lindsey, if we get a 4th down.